sister, Bassett. Yes. It's you.
I know.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane,
Hello, Forrest.
you got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Time for my summer sizzle, cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time. I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain. Just pepper these in here.
Hello everyone, this is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam! And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is the dish. What do we get chatting about? Well, it's anything we want. It's our time. It's your time too. My gosh, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a phenomenal day out there. I guess nighttime. Well, where I am, it's nighttime anyway. I feel like my light might be a little bit too bright. I had to move some things around in the studio. Anyhow, yes, happy Veterans Day. And if you've ever served, especially for those people that have served in the military, we thank you so much. And we appreciate your service. My stepfather was a veteran and served in the military and has passed on. My grandfather, who actually outlived my stepfather, but also has passed on. He was a veteran from World War II. So yeah, and as far as I know, the only veterans from World War II that are still alive are Steve Rogers and that one really annoying congressman. But what's his name? Barnes, James Buchanan Barnes. Anyway, we are very grateful for all the veterans for doing a great job and keeping us safe and allowing us the liberties that we have, regardless of how we may feel, about them. Freedom of speech. I am glad that people protect our ability to say whatever it is we want, because it just makes it so that the stupid people out themselves so much easier. Isn't that great? It's a wonderful thing. So we appreciate that. We appreciate all of you being here today. Speaking of which, let's run through the chat and say hi to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. By the way, if you're just coming into the stream or if you're watching this on the replay, please do click that like button. If the hype button is available, click the hype button, because that's a new thing that YouTube is doing. It's hype it up, hype it up. I don't even know really what that is, but it's got to do something good. Yeah, so hype it up. I'm assuming everybody can hear me okay. I haven't done my sound check yet, but yep. Sounds like I'm being heard. We've got some guests ready to come in for you, so I'm excited about the guests coming in, and we just got to say hi to everybody in the chat because I'm grateful for you being here. Again, like it, and if you are watching this on the replay, click comment below, replay gang, and any other comments that you have about the commentary in the video. Ask questions and all that kind of stuff. Feel fun. And let me see who we have out there. Oh gosh, so many people. Thank you guys for coming in and giving me the energy, the strength, the gigawatts, the energon that I need to be here. I mean, you guys know you're my energon. You are the energon that gets this guy to transform and roll out of bed from my afternoon nap to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy. This stuff's the greatest.
Oh, the energy. Yes, boy, do we need that. All right. First through the door this afternoon was a Snortopupus Cooper, the polar bear from Pinellas County. Man, I need to hydrate. What is up, Snortopupus? I gotta stop moving the screen. Let me see. We've got William. I salute you, William. Hello, everyone, he says. Yes, if we meet the Golden Knight, Erica will feed you Mexican food. I've made her promise. The question is when, because we don't know when she's going to be in the United States. Well, it could be any time. Snortopoopa says hi to William. Linda's here. Linda F is in the chat, and she says hi to everyone. Tom is here as well, backstage as well. And Jeremy is here. He's waiting backstage too. Strings and pucks. MJ says, hey, y'all. And of course, hanging with Erica and Raph is also coming in tonight. And we've got Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Good evening, everyone. Dan is shivering in the cold out there. It's about 50 degrees. I don't know what it is right now. Somewhere around 50 degrees, I think. It's getting cold. It's dipping. It's dipping down. Let me see. We got William. Kit Kat. I see you out there. Kit Kat says hi to everyone. And Disney Dad says, hi, gang. What is up, Disney Dad? Let's see. Dan, we got you. We got Disney Dad. We've got MJ. And everyone's saying hi to everyone. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody that's coming into the chat. MJ, howdy, Disney Dad, Kit Kat. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Yes, indeed, we do that. Let me see. I'm just scrolling through. We've got some support I see from Kanan Barnes down there. We'll get that in just a minute. Kenan, I am going to celebrate that in just a moment. Thanks, Scorched Orange. Yes, happy Veterans Day to everybody. My beautiful wife is in the chat. Good evening, everyone, and panel members. They'll be coming on shortly. Hola, Virginia. Hola, hola, hola. And we got Jeremy. We got making sure tonight is cold. Yes, it is frigid. We'll be talking about that. Because it is, sí, muy frío para noche. And Sean the Artist, formerly known as John C. Love you, Ron. Fully expect sleeping on your porch during MegaCon. Come on down. I hope that MegaCon, I'm in amazing shape. Like, I have a goal. One of the reasons I'm growing my hair out has to do with MegaCon. The hope and prayer is by MegaCon. I am in such great shape that I can cosplay Thor. And even though I have a wig, I want to use my own hair with the wig to make it more realistic looking. I don't know if it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen in 26, it may happen in 27, but I don't think I'm going to go past 26 keeping my hair growing long because I much prefer to have short hair. But that is the goal. I am working out every day and attempting to eat right, though that is the hardest part of it. And Kenan is here with $5 super chat. Great article on the Disney WDW discounts. I noticed the price is $30 more than the previous summer deal. Well, that just... yeah. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I've got a ton of articles coming out on that park place. I wrote a lot last week. Takes me about, I want to say I will spend between 90 minutes to 3 hours on each article, writing, researching, going back and forth, making sure I get the quotes right, rereading, proofreading. And a lot of times by the time they're done, I've written them not just once, but kind of like change things. It's usually there's usually, I mean, my first draft is definitely not the draft anyone sees by for sure, but it's never written before this, and it is a lot of work. A lot of work. And John says he wants to cosplay as yeah, you're gonna cosplay as Snarky J. Okay, well, that should certainly be interesting. You know, I've never met Snarky, and she only lives, I think, in Tampa. So hopefully we meet up at some point in time. She's a great content creator. Yes, man, I wish it was cold in Southern California. Well, there's a lot of ways in which Southern California is cold, but what's not the way you probably want it. Well, Kenan starts us off with $5 super chat. Now, when we get super chats on the channel, we celebrate those super chats. And we are going to do that right now, and then we're going to bring in the panel. So let me tell you how it is that we celebrate. We want everybody to celebrate along with us. If you are a member of the channel, that means throw down custom emojis in the chat. And if you're not a member of the channel, that's fine. Celebrate with us, please, by throwing down dance emojis or fireworks or anything that's fun that you want to throw down. How do we celebrate? We celebrate with a dance. You guys ready? Kenan, this is for you. Let's celebrate. Kenan Barnes, $5 super chat. Woohoo! And with that, I do believe it is time to bring on our panel. Our panel. This first person, this first person may have ended up at the wrong place.
So I think what happened is I went to Epcot. You can go around the whole world, and I had a couple in the Germany section. And
yeah, I mean, and then she ended up in Germany. What happened? What's up, Erica?
I took a wrong turn.
Wrong turn. That wasn't Epcot. The real thing's probably better. Did you ever buy those burgers?
Burgers? Oh, gosh. No, we didn't. No. Burgers aren't terrible.
Every time I see, though, it's just like, I'm just so curious as to how they are. I'm such a burger connoisseur, unfortunately. How you doing?
Good. It's been a hot minute. Been busy over here.
Well, yeah. And thank stressed. Your husband, who is also a veteran, and this is Veterans Day. And, yeah. And stress...
Yeah, because we're in that government category. Yes,
indeed,
everything going on is affecting us, but we're getting through.
my understanding is, and I'm trying not to follow it too much because I figure it'll work itself out in time. You know, it's like diarrhea. It sucks while it's going on.
Yes, it's like a
works
kidney
itself
stone.
out, passes and it feels better, right?
Yeah, it's like a kidney stone. Like know it's gonna pass, but the process is like, oh jeez.
Oh yeah. So didn't the Senate just vote to like fund the government, and now it's got to go through some other steps or something? I thought I saw that the Senate.
Yeah, I'm still collecting all of the pieces to understand it, but it sounds like they've got the votes that they want to open it up, but it still, I guess, has to cross Trump's desk. And I'm still. I saw something too that there was a delay. So I'm not quite sure what that's about, or if it's just rumor, if I read something that maybe is just floating out there that I shouldn't be paying attention to. But it sounds like they
always do things so well and they're so efficient.
Right.
No, not even in the military.
No.
It is a real sacrifice living this life. It really is a love for country. Even working in the DoD as a civilian, I mean, because a lot of federal workers are prior veterans, and for Raph, like he's disabled, but he can still work. So because he couldn't do what we always wanted to do, is retire from the military, the next best thing was, well, we can still serve in a different capacity. Yeah.
Well, the only time that I was ever in uniform was during when I played a military service person in a musical play in Branson, Missouri, and there were two characters because the musical was a bunch of vignettes. It started in like modern time, and I played a soldier actually going off to, I guess, serve in Afghanistan or something like that at the time. So it was 2004. Yeah, 2004.
That's about
right.
Yeah.
So I went off and had that role, and then there was another part of a vignette that I was in. I played a Confederate soldier. So that was. I wore two military uniforms, one, and they were very different, and had a big old giant southern mustache. Damn Yankees, we're gonna kill them all. Yeah, anyway, that's With that, we'll bring on our second panel.
Afternoon, everybody.
You're muted, Tom, in case you're wondering.
Tom!
Wait, I thought I was drinking in Epcot.
No, that's Eric.
Man, I didn't get that one. Dang it.
No. Next time. How you doing, Tom? He's got bark magnitude, or
I got my bark magnitude going on.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's Otis with a guitar.
Well, speaking of guitars, we got another guy who's been waiting in the back, and he's got a guitar, and you got to get him.
Doc, calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's me. It's Marty.
No, it can't be you. I sent you back to the future.
Okay, Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night? You fainted. I brought you home.
This can't be happening. You can't be here. It doesn't make sense for you to be here. I refuse to believe that you are here.
But he is here. It is Jeremy Laura from Strings and Pucks, who's been singing and rocking out and doing Amazing Grace, which is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah,
gotta check out the channel, man. You guys got a voice. We're gonna figure out how to work out a duet at some point.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
He's good, but the problem is he keeps sending his weather our way.
Oh, it's well.
I can't get rid of it fast enough.
Why
24 here.
24.
It's 24.
24. So
jeez, it's not even that cold here in Germany, and I thought it was
exactly. Even Hitler
out of
doesn't
hand.
like it.
Oh God.
God. Uh-oh.
So
I'm kidding. He's in Argentina.
So have you seen Kiefer Sutherland?
I don't like that crossover.
You
No.
said it's 24. When you say 24, I think Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, nice. He's kind of short, so I might have missed him.
Is
I think
he
wears
really?
lips. Yes. Who is it? One of his co-stars from 24 said he ruined his life because in street scenes it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh,
Freddie
yeah.
Prinze Jr. was made to take off his shoes when walking beside Kiefer for shots in the street, and they'd put like blocks for Kiefer to walk on.
Yeah, they do all. I mean, that's those Hollywood tricks.
Oh yeah,
That was the funniest thing I noticed when I went to see Friends. So I did the live studio audience for the show Friends one time, live studio audience for a show called Just Shoot Me. I don't know if anybody even remembers that show. It was actually about a photo, like a glamour magazine.
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah. So, and there was a big controversial episode where the two female stars like come in and they have a big old giant like female kiss. That was the one I was there for, the audience for. So I got to see them kiss a number of times to get it right. Like, oh, okay, well, interesting, yeah. So it was a. So I'm trying to think if there were any other. I thought about being in the studio audience for that 70s show, but at the time I had like zero interest in that show.
I love that show.
It was the late 90s, and I would just like. No, it was the early 2000s. Really, it was like right around the year 2000 that I was in Las Vegas and had the access to be able to just drive down and go to the shows. And it was pretty easy to get tickets. There was, I don't even know, maybe the site still exists. It was tvtickets.com was a website. You went and you could literally be in the studio audience for any show. I mean, because it's free. They need people in the studio audience, so they don't charge you for that. You're helping them out. And then, of course, it was when I wanted to go see The Tonight Show the one time, and I showed up at NBC, they begged me to go be in the audience for the Howie Mandel Show, which was a talk show at the time. And so I did that. That was an interesting day. It was an interesting time of my life, you know. I think back and I feel like my life, people always talk about the different jobs I've had, but what it feels like in a lot of ways is that I've had a lot of different lives in the same body.
So you keep walking around Epcot?
Well, I feel like Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap. I mean, maybe it's not even me. Maybe it's just some guy from the future keeps leaping into me and changing things. I don't know.
Scott Bakula was in and out of more bodies than Diddy.
Oh. Wait, are we sure about that? Are we sure about that?
Dude, Jeremy's on a roll tonight. Jeez.
Oh man,
Jeremy, what's in your coffee, Jeremy?
I know. I need
LSD.
some. No, maybe not.
You got to learn to deal with the snow.
Mr. Fulton Moran says, "Hello, Ron and everyone. I'm working on my new original Christmas song. It's under construction, coming soon." Well, that's awesome.
Nice.
Do you have Christmas stuff?
Is that water, Jeremy, or is it rum?
Yeah.
You know,
hey, there's that.
I had total transparency. I had to give up everything because of the meds they switched me to. So the meds suck, and I can't drink. It's just the best of neither.
Well, that's all kinds of fun, isn't it?
No, it's terrible. I can't even get the good chocolate at Christmas. It just looks like a champagne bottle.
I understand how it became such a famous line when it's like really not true. The Forrest Gump line about chocolate. If you like chocolate, Mom always said life is like chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. And I'm like, I don't know what chocolate you're buying, but I just look at the lid and there's that. There's exactly whatever piece it's gonna be. Like every box of chocolates I've ever bought has a little map. It tells me that.
Well, you know, if you go buy the dollar store ones, they might not print the map right.
They're Russell Stovers. It's like $25 for the heart.
This is a true story. So I went to my only ever traditional German Christmas dinner. My mom's third husband was like his parents were straight from Germany. And I get in, I was excited until I got there. It was all like cold cuts, and there was this tomato jello with artichoke hearts in it. It was awful. But then they pass around this dish of candy, and literally they were in the shape of bottles, and I'm just popping them. I'm like 17. I'm just hammering down these chocolates, best chocolate I've ever tried, until it turned into an I Love Lucy episode. Because those bottles had the actual, mom goes, wait, Jeremy, how much have you had? Oh, like 10. This is great. That's real Kahlua in that chocolate. Oh, is that why I shipped like the Kahlua bottle?
All right.
And then the rest of the night was the best Christmas I could remember. They're like, someone gave me a briefcase and I started crying. Like they give me a briefcase. Oh my God! Thank you. Can I have some more tomato jello, please? Oh, the food was repugnant, but the chocolate was amazing.
Chocolate.
True story.
I think you broke Erica.
Sorry. That's funny.
She's stuck in government shutdown. She was broke when she got here. We just pushed her down the tracks a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now the Jeremy Show. Well, you know what?
I like this version of Jeremy.
I just took my bets.
I think it's time to talk about the
Oh
box
man,
office.
we could hang.
It's let's talk about the weekend box office. shall we?
Lowered expectations.
Yes, 2025 box office is all about lowered expectations, trying to like chocolates and drunkenness that we're going through right now. Oh my goodness gracious, guys! Who and has anybody even seen a movie in the box office lately other than me? I took my family
No.
to see K-pop Demon Hunters when it came to the box office.
See, I'm broke and uninterested.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Even if you had money, people with money aren't going to see anything. It's just nothing going on right now.
FNAF is the best thing coming out. Friday Night at Freddy's is coming out in December.
Yeah, but the one movie that I want to see isn't playing in any theater near me, and that's Christie. I want to see Christie. I want to see the boxing store. I want to see. The reason I want to go see it is I really want to see if Sydney Sweeney can act. The thing has a 99%.
Oh, you're full of crap. You want to see her for other reasons.
No, she's ugly in this movie, dude. I mean, if you've seen the previews,
Wait, is she ever really ugly?
Yeah.
You really want? Did you really just say that?
She is dumbed down
Did you
in
ever see
this
the movie
movie.
Mask? People can be made ugly.
Well, and also, what was that one? That movie that Monster, that what's her name did when she wore all the makeup to make her. I can't remember her name.
Snow White, hideous.
Yeah, but that's just that's Rachel Zegler's regular look. No, but I want to see. I've heard good things about Chrissy, and the previews look really good. The story looks very interesting to me, and part of it takes place in Las Vegas at the time that I lived there. So it's got a lot of historical interest for me personally. But I can't. It's not showing in very many theaters, and it only came in number 11 at the box office over the weekend. So number one was Predator: Badlands with a $40 million gross. Is that the opening weekend? I don't even know because I'm not a Predator fan.
I think it is.
I like the old Predator movies, but I just can't go see this one.
Is it like a combo movie? I thought Badlands was a whole different franchise.
Badlands was a different franchise. It was on a station for a while.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it just and is Predator have something to do with Prometheus? Is that another?
No, that's Alien. Those are the
Aliens.
my wife loves the Alien movies. We have all of them.
I get all that stuff.
Terrify me.
very confused. I'll be honest with you that there's. I mean, even the horror is just not my genre. So I don't know.
That explains why you didn't like Snow White. Rachel will do that to you.
Exactly.
My wife loves
Regretting you.
suspense horror.
I'm assuming Regretting You is appropriately named for the amount of money it didn't make because people that went to see it were regretting.
Should be regretting this.
That's about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah.
That's a
really?
Jewish perspective. No, it's not.
That would be so appropriately named.
Because then maybe I'd go see it.
You pooped on my pillow.
Regretting You, aka you pooped on my bed.
On purpose.
MJ,
You know, they really did make her look ugly.
Yeah.
See?
See. My family took me for my B-Day to see How to Train Your Dragon live action back in June. Had a great time. That's the only time we went to the movies this year. We usually stream at home. See, that's the thing. Like, okay, so I was at Best Buy. Was it yesterday? 100-inch televisions are around $1,500, which is what I paid for a 55-inch about a decade ago. So, I mean, when you can put a 100-inch screen on your wall, you basically have a movie theater in your house. For under $2,000, you can have a movie theater in your house. And if you want to just go down to 85, it's like half of that. You can get an 85-inch for under $1,000 now. I mean, it's
Dude, I was at Sam's Club not that long ago.
Yeah,
they had the 100 for like $1,000 flat.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, and I'm like, so if they can do that with electronics, why don't they just do that with steak? Because I'd really like my steak prices to come down like that. Walmart
and Sam's Club don't buy them enough bulk to get the prices down.
Yeah. Sarah's Oil got to number 4, only $4 million, but for not very many people know what Sarah's Oil is. I believe it's not Angel Studios, but it's Jack Levi, his newest film, and so it's pretty good. But everything else is like 3, 2, 1 million, and then Back to the Future still showing for its anniversary under $1 million, and then one battle after another. With that, Christie was number 11, by the way. But only $60 per theater. It's not a very good average. Christie is in Snow White territory. Yeah. The difference being that they spent like $500 million to produce and market Snow White. And what is the production budget? Let's see if I can find a listed production budget. It's by a studio called Black Bear. And I don't see any production budget. I would imagine this thing didn't cost very much to make, probably $5-10 million at the most, but it may not make its money back either. So I don't know. The box office is sad, very sad.
Worst year, like historically bad, right? We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so October was the worst October since I want to say 1998. And at the very end of this month, I believe they're releasing Zootopia 2 and Wicked 2. So both of those will probably do well. I don't know how well. I know my kid wants to go see Zootopia 2. I don't know if we're going to go to the movies to see it or not. We'll see. But I think that Zootopia's got enough of a brand that it's going to do well. I just don't know how well it's going to do in light of Disney's reputation falling down over the last 6 years or so. When did Zootopia 1 came out? Zootopia 1 was pre-pandemic, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I mean, it's been around long enough that there are Zootopia lands in some of the theme parks.
Doesn't Disney go
like
quick
in
to
Asia?
Disney Plus? Like super quick?
It just depends on the movie. So I think Fantastic Four just came to Disney Plus. I have a hard time with the idea of bringing myself to watch Fantastic Four because of who stars in it. It's just it has one star that for me just the guy just doesn't sizzle.
No, but he can rock a mean rainbow one.
You can rock a mean rainbow wand. That is for sure. But you know, the box office is sad. But do you guys know what might be coming up in a couple years that might help the box office out?
Have no clue.
Well, we have some breaking news. Out of thatparkplace.com, we have a story. Gremlins 3 sets 2027 release date with Spielberg producing. Yes, Gremlins 3 is coming to the box office, guys. This was written by somebody y'all know, Ron E. Bradley. I wrote the story.
Wait.
Huh.
I'm kind of hopeful and scared and worried at the same time that more of my childhood will be destroyed.
Well, hence Gizmo's face in that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they took his temperature.
I don't know, but yeah.
Well, if the doctor put his hands on your shoulders, Jeremy, he says, "Hey, let me take your temperature. Run."
Hands-free exam. That's what he said.
No. Okay. The Mogwai are making a comeback with a release date for, let's see. The Mogwai are making a comeback with a release date set for the upcoming Gremlins 3 in an investor call on Thursday, November 6, 2025. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced that the mischievous little creatures known as Gremlins are heading back to the box office. Gremlins 3 has a release date set of November 19th, 2027. It will be directed by Chris Columbus, who penned the original 1984 Gremlins script. Now, this is what Variety posted. This was an interesting thing because a lot of people got up in arms about the wording of it. Gremlins 3 will open in theaters November 19th, 2027. Chris Columbus returns as director with Steven Spielberg executive producer. So obviously what happened, Variety posted the announcement on X with one notable mistake that called for a community note. Saw what they wrote. X users were quick to point out in the comments that, in fact, Joe Dante was the director for both Gremlins and Gremlins 2, the new batch. While Chris Columbus wrote the screenplay for the original Gremlins, he did not direct the 1984 release. He also had no involvement with the 1990 sequel, but there are some big names coming for Gremlins 3. Several of Hollywood's heavy hitters are already attached to Gremlins 3. Steven Spielberg set to executive produce the film, and as we've already mentioned, Chris Columbus, who notably directed the first two Harry Potter movies, is set to direct Gremlins 3. The screenplay is to be co-written by Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein, known for their work on Final Destination Bloodlines and the movie Freaks. And from Amblin Entertainment, Christy McCosco Krieger, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and Holly Barrio will produce the film along with Michael Barnathan and Mark Radcliffe of 26th Street Pictures. In addition to his directorial duties, Chris Columbus will also help produce the film. And then, of course, check out the story at thatparkplace.com. If you haven't bookmarked it, goes into the history of Gremlins and kind of what they are planning on. That we don't really have any story for Gremlins 3 or anything yet, but I have a feeling that with Chris Columbus coming on as the director, and he wrote the original, he wanted nothing to do with the sequel, because I believe the director of the original Gremlins helped pen the sequel, and he kind of was mad, or there was some weird story about it, because the sequel, the new batch, was kind of a parody of the original Gremlins, and I think Chris Columbus wants to do almost more of a direct sequel from the original. So what do you guys think of Gremlins 2 coming, or the Gremlins 2? Gremlins 3, what do you guys think of Gremlins 3 coming to movie theaters?
Intrigued and scared.
Like I said.
It's really good.
They better not screw it up.
Yeah, so did anybody here see Gremlins 2?
Oh, yes. I even played the video game on NES.
Yeah. So
been
Gremlins,
years, but yeah, I've seen it.
Gremlins 2 is weird. Like there was the whole they it was parody even didn't they like go around a table and say what kind of gremlin should be in the film or what? I
Oh,
don't know.
that was a Key and Peele skit.
The Key and Peele skit. So there's a parody of a
great
parody
skit.
movie. Yeah.
Yes, and it was.
Wow.
If you can link that, it's not safe for work, but it's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. Gremlins 3. What I'm hoping. I don't know if they even have a way of getting Phoebe Cates back. It's or I mean it's one of those things where if it takes place now, I don't need anybody from the original. It could just be. I mean, I don't know if they have a way of bringing back Gizmo because we don't know the lifespan of these creatures. Do we? Like, was Gizmo already hundreds of years old?
I think you're right on that. So
If,
here's the
if
thing that's
Dan's life
bothered me.
is right, I'm gonna scream.
Here's
Maybe
the
it'll
thing
just
that's
be his
bothered
I'm
me.
the new Stripe.
Nice. Yes, right. So if
Yeah.
anyone can figure this out, let me know. How long after midnight until they can eat again? Because that's the stupidest frickin' rule in history. Okay,
Oh yeah,
everything is after midnight.
That's true.
Isn't
Don't
it 15 minutes after midnight? You put the chicken down?
they?
I don't
They
know.
need the okay. If it's don't feed them after midnight, they needed the other half of that rule, which is don't feed them after midnight up until
Yeah, maybe
dawn, sunrise, up until
You're not getting the early bird special at Denny's, but you can still have breakfast.
Now, I speculated in the article that one of the reasons Gremlins might have been suggested to be on the table for like a reboot, if you will, because this, I mean, really a sequel. Is it really a sequel when it's 40 years after the original? I don't know. But
No.
the reason I was thinking, so it has to do with Stranger Things. Stranger Things is very, very popular. Let me see if I can bring up what it is exactly that I wrote. I don't have to think of it on the. I know that it's one of the last things that I put in the articles. So the sci-fi horror Netflix series Stranger Things has become a worldwide phenomenon, striking a chord with its nostalgic 1980s setting and supernatural tales. The same attributes that have made Stranger Things a massive global hit are also found in the original Gremlins, with it being a 1980s, property and it being about the supernatural. It's kind of got that, Christmas horror classic cult following, and it's interesting because you've got truly hit or miss things when old franchises are revived. Like Tron totally misses the mark, right? Cobra Kai, on the other hand, massive hit. I don't even know what exactly made Cobra Kai work, but I know that it worked. And
Cobra Kai worked because the cast could still act together.
You know why it worked, honestly? And this is the absolute truth. We all grew up saying at one point or another, Daniel LaRusso's kind of a prick. I kind of feel bad for Johnny. And enough people got that way. Neil Patrick Harris created that series almost by accident on his show How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah.
So
and then they did like there was a parody video or something that Lawrence was in, and it was like called Johnny Was Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
but
I mean,
they gave into what the fans were actually asking for. It had blown up so big. Finally, someone says, "Let's give it to him. Let's redeem Johnny." And that arc had so many teeth because he has the same car 30 years later. His life was taken from him, and he had daddy issues, all the things that guys of our generation struggle with, the deadbeat dad syndrome, all that. Yeah, they did it all.
The other thing that I thought Cobra Kai did so well that Star Wars should have learned from, but they totally missed the mark on, was the fact that they left the original cast intact while introducing the new cast, the new kids. Star Wars could have done that.
And it didn't deviate from canon. It didn't deviate from the original movies. Like they brought that over in the flashbacks to kind of tie in the storyline from what we grew up with. But then with the kids, they had their own storyline. Like something was being passed on.
Yeah.
It was done well. I
know
enjoyed
that the new Karate Kid movie was not as well received like the one that just came out. However,
I didn't see that one.
Right. It's not a bad movie. It's the idea is that it takes from the Jaden Smith Karate Kid instruction, like right, it makes the two masters and explains why that all exists and why it actually works in canon. But here's what I think they need to make the next Karate Kid movie really work well is they bring back Jaden Smith, but he kind of plays himself and they just show how his character evolved into this weird wacko kid that he is now. And he just gets his butt just kicked all over the screen.
Light him up.
Johnny gets some. It's really funny because there's like a after credit scene that has Johnny Lawrence in it in the new Karate Kid movie, and it's like such a afterthought. It was sad. Would have been better to have seen more of him in the movie, but yeah. So Cobra Kai really worked, and other things like it's not just Tron Ares, but there's other things they've tried to bring back from the 1980s. It just haven't worked, and I don't know, like Steven Spielberg once was one of the greatest names in movies, obviously, but then West Side Story happened and he cast Rachel Zegler, and now I'm like, I don't know what's happened to the guy. Maybe
he made a big choice. It's just like eating that gas station sushi.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, there's a little bit of there's an echo somewhere on the stream. I don't know if anybody can figure out where it's coming from, but there is somebody pointed it out in the chat. There's a little bit of an echo. Anyhow, that's the so final word on Gremlins. So I'm going to go around and get everybody's final opinion. Erica, excited, worried? What do you feel? Final word about Gremlins 3 coming.
Concerned. Intrigued. Yeah.
Tom?
At this point, I'm just going to flip a coin and I'll watch it just to see how bad they destroy my childhood or not.
Yeah. And Jeremy.
Yeah. So I think the test on this will be the marketing early on. What do the plushes look like? Because you'll know right away when you look at the swag that they release, if they're onto something or if they've completely gone off the deep end. If you remember all that Gremlin stuff, even at the little ones you put in water, it grows to 8 times its size. Those toys were everywhere. Everyone had something Gremlins. If they stay true to that format, I'll have some hope about the film. But right now, I'm not optimistic.
And the final trivia about the original Gremlins. What did the original Gremlins lead to that changed movies forever? You guys know?
Huh?
The rating system.
Really?
Mm.
Oh, yes, the PG-13 of the exploding gremlin. That was part of the court case.
Yeah, so it was the microwave gremlin, and it was Steven Spielberg who suggested let's have an interim
about that.
an interim rating between PG and PG and R.
I might have took my sister's gremlin doll and tried that in the microwave.
And, all right, so what movie ended up being the actual first PG-13 release? Do you know? Anybody remember? Red Dawn.
Oh my God!
Released in December of 1984.
Wasn't that Spielberg as well?
It might have been. I know he's the one that made the decision to he really helped push the PG-13 rating. So, It helped. And then another new rating that would come aboard a few years later was NC-17. So, but that's very rare. Oh, the Mummy 4. Yeah, we might talk about that too. Oh, I don't know. I think, is there a story on that? I think there might be another story about Mummy 4 coming too. Predator. No, I'm not. There it is. Let me see if I can put this one on the screen. Mummy 4. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz set to return for the Mummy 4, a real adventure comeback Hollywood didn't see coming. So yeah, we got Gremlins 3 and the Mummy 4, which is crazy. Yeah, I think the Mummy 4 could do really, really well. It's the thing about bringing these properties back, and this is where it's so important, is you cannot bring them back today and expect the audience to show up if you inject wokeism and DEI into these franchises. So if you bring back Quantum Leap and you have all of it be really skewed towards the LGBTQ crowd that never watched Quantum Leap in the first place, it's not going to do well. If you bring back Willow as a franchise and you have the main storyline be about two lesbians in the medieval times, it's not going to do well. It's just that simple. I'm not saying, look, there's an audience for those storylines. There are properties for those storylines, but you don't take franchises that are beloved by a very particular audience, very large particular audience, and then inject something into them that audience rejects in that property. And I'm saying specifically in those properties because some of the audience out there would be very, very open-minded to a different story, right? Having that, but it doesn't make it, like in Willow, it makes literally no sense whatsoever, like none. Just it's just wrong for the time period and everything else. It's bizarro world. So if Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz come back and there is a story with the Mummy that makes sense for today, then I think it could do really well. This is by Marvin Montanaro. Universal Pictures isn't digging up some forgotten relic for nostalgia's sake this time. Audiences finally willed a legacy sequel into existence themselves. After years of fan campaigns and Brendan Fraser's remarkable resurgence, the Mummy franchise is officially back. And this time, the studio is bringing the treasure. Both Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are returning for the Mummy 4, directed by Matt Bettelini-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, collectively known as Radio Silence, the duo behind Ready or Not and the 2022 revival of Scream. Universal is staying tight-lipped about the plot and production details for now, but the announcement alone is enough to send fans into excitement. So yeah, we got that one too. What do you guys think about the Mummy returning without Tom Cruise, by the way?
I'm looking forward to it because I'm looking forward to seeing Brendan Fraser on the screen again. He just disappeared out of nowhere. And
well, if you saw The Whale, you know that he was really, really on the screen, all of the screen.
I went and watched Doom Patrol. He's hilarious in it.
Oh yeah,
the robot.
Well, he's.
I can't say my favorite phrase that he utters on your show because you'll get mad at me.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean. No, I'm. You're right. He kind of just disappeared for a while, and then I think he got an. Am I right that he got an Oscar for The Whale?
He was at least nominated. I don't know if he.
Anyway, he definitely he got a Golden Globe. He got something. I know. I remember him seeing him win some award. I don't really watch the award shows, but he felt vindicated because I think he was kind of blacklisted for a while for some reason. I don't know why.
He was.
Hollywood's weird.
Reason. It was a very bad reason.
Okay, well, so something happened.
He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. It was one of those things where someone in the industry did something wrong, and he reported it, and basically.
Yeah, I mean that's Hollywood. Think of Weinstein, and before he was outed, everybody had his back. Everybody knew what he was doing. Oprah Winfrey knew what he was doing. Okay, the Obamas knew what he was doing, and everybody called him their best friend until they didn't. And he was the kind of person that could blacklist somebody in Hollywood.
It was that type of situation. Fraser was harassed very badly.
So it's Hollywood's a sick place. I don't really want Hollywood to necessarily make a comeback in an age when movies can be made anywhere by anyone. What I really want to see happen is more and more independent people, possibly even using AI if it's done well, make more creative stuff than we've ever seen before, and it doesn't have to come from the bubble in Hollywood. So, but that being said, Brendan Fraser, comeback kid, I'm glad that it's happening. I'm glad it's out there, and I hope it does well. I mean, another thing from the 1980s that came back and did great was Top Gun. But Top Gun Maverick stayed true to its roots. And as far as I could tell, there wasn't an ounce of wokeness in that film.
Tom Cruise took total control. And to his credit, he laid down the law on what that movie would and would not be. They owe him a great deal of thanks for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, Fraser did win an Oscar for The Whale. I just checked.
There, okay. There we go. And his new movie could possibly be his second Oscar nomination. Awesome. Well, we have important news that we got to get to, and it is about what is happening right here in my hometown. Before we get to it, once again, I want to point out the one super we got from Ken Barnes. Thank you for that about the WW discounts. Yeah, they are coming at a weird time, though. Like, they're offering discounts during spring break. So, yeah, but we want to celebrate this, and let's do a little celebration. Guys, celebrate along with us.
Is it too much? Too much? It's your birthday!
Oh, this is just the best of my scene. All right, now we get to it, guys. It is freaking cold here, and yeah,
I think Jeremy's going to disagree with us.
Well, this isn't exactly what I'd call great news.
I have news. What type of news is it? Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad. Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way. Yes, I can do that. Well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
The bad news in a good way. Yeah. Disney World and Universal Studios brace for intense cold in early November with wind chills below freezing. What's the temperature right now?
Oh, gosh.
It's 53 degrees and it feels 48 and it's going down. That's what my...
Well, that's about what it is here.
And yeah, we're in Orlando, Florida. And you know, the weird part was that it got extra hot the last couple of days. So it was up in the 80s. Up in the 80s, it's going down to the 30s. It's getting cold.
Yeah, I got it says by my house, which is a little bit, about 40 miles from you?
Yeah, not too far.
It's 53, feels like 48.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go low 38.
Oh, the ocean's
40
freeze.
Here feels like 41.
You
What time is it saying?
Toddlers. Hold on. It's 24 here. It got down to 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, that is like, cold.
Yeah.
Stupid.
At 5 and 6 a.m., it's going to be, if they're saying that, if they're right, 38 to 37 degrees.
Right, but see, with 38,
My AC is still running right now, so I don't know.
The wind chill, though, the wind chill gets down below freezing when it's like that, and that's where we have issues with plants and stuff. A strong cold front. Let me read this in the newsiest voice that I can. A strong cold front sweeping through Central Florida is setting up what may be one of the coldest wind chill episodes in recent memory for the Orlando area. According to the forecast for Walt Disney World Resort, Tuesday morning, November 11th, 2025, we'll see actual temperatures in the upper 30s, but with brisk winds, the quote-unquote feels like wind chill number will dip into the 20s. On Monday, November 10th, the high is forecast at 64 degrees Fahrenheit, but the low will drop to around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. The National Weather Service has issued a cold weather advisory for the region, pointing to the possibility of wind chills near 25 degrees Fahrenheit overnight into Tuesday morning.
I'm thinking I should get up early and go to Gideon's because there'll be no line.
Hey, that's a good idea. Are you talking about Gideon's at there's
I'll go to the one in Orlando.
Okay.
Disney Springs. Yeah.
Get yourself some glue line. That'll warm you up.
I have some in the other room.
Is Kit Kat, are you out in California?
I have glue wine in the other room.
I think Kit Kat's out in Cali. Yeah, it is. It's cold here. William says in North Florida, it's 45 degrees. William's up in North Florida. And yeah, a lot of people don't realize this, but sometimes North Florida does get snowfall.
They got snowfall last year.
I was going to say we get snow. Sometimes we get flurries. Nothing sticks. I've never seen anything stick in Orlando. However,
I've seen plenty of things stick in Orlando. Usually car wrecks,
not snow. Not snow.
It's
Very
usually
bad
kept as evidence.
Yes.
In Florida.
So we've got there's the Grinchmas. For guests at Disney World, many of whom arrive expecting mild Florida weather, even in winter, this is a sharp change. Theme park operators and visitors alike are urged to bundle up, especially during morning rope drop times when the wind is strongest and temperatures lowest. It could be a couple of days of only Canadians and Brits in the resort outdoor hotels. We kid. Yeah. Water park closure. Typhoon Lagoon suspends operations. I'm sure the other water parks will follow suit. Disney announced Typhoon Lagoon will close Tuesday, November 11th. The water park's Tuesday hours have been removed from the official site. The closure is notable because water parks in Florida are rarely shut down for cold alone. Heat and storms are far more common disruptors, but when wind chills drop into the 20s and the ambient temperature hovers near freezing, water park operations become untenable, both from a comfort and safety standpoint. I'm trying to remember. I was a lifeguard at the pools, and I think that we would close them if the weather got to under 55 degrees. Our pools are heated. I'm trying to remember what the temperature was that we'd actually close the pools at, because I know that there were times that it would hit like 55. When I first started working there, it was February, and a couple cold days. It was crazy because it would be like 55, 60 degrees, but people would be out the pool swimming because the water was heated, but like getting out of the pool, that's not pleasant at all. Guests expecting to float down lazy rivers or ride wave pools must pivot to dry attractions or other indoor activities. For vacation planners, Disney is encouraging those with water park tickets embedded in their packages to modify their day accordingly. It's definitely going to be cold. I will tell you, my experience personally is that on the cold weather days, it was worse working as a cast member. When I was a cast member, I worked not when I was working in the restaurants, obviously, but when I was working for Disney Vacation Club, and I had to stand outside at Disney Springs for 8 hours on those 50-degree days. You'd freeze your butt off, and it was horrid. Disney Springs, depending on where you were working, may not have had, like the West End, did not have good break rooms. It was hard to find any shelter at all, and it was not fun.
You know what's good about the cold weather here in Florida right now?
Oh,
the demon spawn bugs are gone.
No, that's true.
My brother swore this when he lived in Key Largo, that when it gets cold enough, There are iguanas in the trees that will fall.
Yep.
They freeze.
There's been a warning put out in Florida for that.
Down in Fort Lauderdale.
that
My dad. I told my dad. I said, "Watch when you're walking your dogs tonight. You might get knocked out by an iguana."
He got taken out. He said that from tip to tail, the iguana was like almost 5 feet.
Chicken of the trees, man.
Yeah, they get huge.
Yeah, he said it clocked him, and he already had a bad back. But again, he's got some good stories, but that sounded pretty bad.
I'm telling you, the
Man,
raining
these things are heavy.
They are, and the only ones I've ever dealt with were people's pets. That now that I know about iguanas, I'm hoping that they were salmonella free on their skin, because apparently iguanas can carry salmonella on their skin, so you're not supposed to touch them. And yet I have petted several iguanas in my lifetime. I guess I've been okay. So
well, the pet ones are probably cleaned, dude.
I would hope. I took a picture with one where I was wearing the iguana as a necktie.
That might have started a new style, Ron.
I might have. I don't know. Oh, hey, speaking of iguanas, I just watched Jurassic World Rebirth on streaming the other night, and it was definitely a movie.
You say that with such enthusiasm.
Well, I watched it on on my way to bed, and it helped get me to sleep. So I can't.
We've got
What
it pulled up in Peacock. We've got it as a favorite to watch. Thanks. I can't wait.
It starts slow. I have
So did
I have never seen Scarlett Johansson phone something in before like this. It is the most phoned in performance by Scarlett Johansson. Like, she literally just walked in to get her paycheck. I mean,
do you blame her?
No, not at all. But it's funny because there's a joke about it in the movie that's like a wink wink nod joke where she's like, no, I mean, her character's like, no, I don't want to do this, and then the guy, because she's a mercenary, right? They're trying to hire her. The guy who is trying to hire her says, well, there's a lot of zeros, and she's like, oh wait, how many zeros are we talking about here? And basically, it's like that is a total in joke for how she got coerced into doing the movie. So
how do you make dinosaurs boring? That's amazing.
Because
go to a museum.
I think they're cool there.
Yeah, but you get bored after you're there like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, well, look, I love it.
It's so much rehashing of the original stuff. That's all. I mean, it's like, oh, so I know you're going to find this as a big surprise, but there's an evil rich villain who has a plan that he wants to do something that's beneficial to the world, but he really wants to make a lot of money doing it. And in order to do it, he has to visit, the island that has all the dinosaurs on it, and has to do, get something from the dinosaurs. Oh, and there has to be a family with a kid that's endangered. And there's there's a scene where they see big, beautiful dinosaurs that are peaceful and plant eating, and that's all really lovely. And then of course that gets interrupted by this other. I mean, it's like the same story. It's like, oh yeah, I've watched this movie before. It's called the original Jurassic Park, and it was done
has
much
a
better
rancor in it.
It's the Rancor dinosaur looks so stupid. The D-Rex, I think they called him. And then like the plot point of the whole movie happens because a guy ate a Snickers bar. And like, that's so unfair to Snickers.
Don't blame Snickers for this.
It's completely that is completely true. The entire movie exists, or the story exists, because they have one guy making a mistake with a Snickers bar. And you have a multi-billion-dollar facility where a single Snickers wrapper can cause chaos and the entire facility to be shut down. Who the heck builds something with that little oversight? It's just like, Well, that's not completely dumb as a plot
We're in
point.
trouble. We designed it for Milky Ways.
Snickers.
Those are peanuts.
Yeah, well, in this case, in this case, rather than the Snickers, it was the guy that ate the Snickers that really satisfied the dinosaur.
Feeling hungry.
If they played the dinosaur dance song at the museum, think how much cooler it would be. Yeah, right. I will tell you this: I love going to see the Jurassic Park area of Islands of Adventure. I just think they've done it so well, and I never get tired of that. Velocicoaster is amazing. The River Adventure is awesome. And I don't think I mean, that is the funny thing about the concept of Jurassic World, where they're like, well, after the park being open for 5 years, people got tired of seeing real dinosaurs. I'm like, you're kidding, right? I mean, I don't think people would get tired of seeing real dinosaurs that had come to life. I think people would be pretty enthralled by that for many, many years to come. Kind of like they are, like nobody got tired of Tom Sawyer's Island, even though you thought they did. Like, basically.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's still a dinosaur, and I'm tired of seeing her.
Well, that's a different kind of dinosaur altogether.
It's like a T-Rex that has no teeth left. She just drinks everything dry.
Hey, apparently the
70%
T-Rex
Botox now.
Because of because of doing a search for Jurassic reviews, right? Now I'm getting all kinds of dinosaur videos in my YouTube feed. And the other day I learned that the T-Rex probably had lips. Like a dog.
Really?
Like,
well, all of a sudden I regret Googling eggplant recipes.
Oh, I like eggplant.
I like what they suggest. Your feet.
Oh no, that's no good. I can't wait to hear what your Facebook pops up. It's amazing how when you do one little search for something, and then all of a sudden nothing you ever wanted pops up on your Facebook 15,000 times. Never say the word pizza while your Facebook is open, by the way.
I've hinted with getting rid of Facebook for a while. I call it another name, which I can't say on your show. It's just, it pisses me off. If it wasn't for the guitar stuff and other stuff that had some good groups, I just wouldn't want to be on it no more.
No, social media in general. I mean, it's like it's funny because here we are on social media, right? YouTube is a social media platform, technically speaking. It just doesn't feel that way, I think. It feels more like a broadcast studio for me.
It's different. It's definitely different, dude. It's a whole different vibe because you're actually interacting with people real time. Facebook, you really can't do that.
Well, even X is like the arguments that people get into on X, it's like just chill out, calm down, relax. It's really dumb. And I'm surprised. There's one big thing that surprised me about X. X is the one place where leftists really admit their hate. Like, remember how like what was it originally in 2016, right? The first time Trump was winning, the whole thing was, well, love Trump's hate, because supposedly it was like the hate was coming from the right. I've never found that to be true, but on X, I've noticed that the people that are on the left, they actually post, I hate GOP, I hate Republicans, I hate Trump. I'm like, dude, what's with the hate? How about disliking policies? How about if you want to explain to me why those policies are disruptive to your life, feel free. But like hating people, I don't do that. Like, you should not hate people. Hate their actions and hope that they change, but hating people is just.
You got to remember, most of them wouldn't be able to blow their nose with their thoughts if they had enough of them in their head.
Yeah. That's the thing about X. It's more of a news feed and like a town hall type forum. Facebook, I guess because it's older, isn't it? Facebook isn't Facebook older than Twitter or X?
Yes,
I
Facebook.
think so,
It,
yeah.
it was MySpace and then Facebook and a bunch of other ones coming on. It was Orbeez. That was very bad. Bunch of other
Facebook is
ones.
very family. Like that's like where you go to more or less keep in touch with family and friends, kind of like the classroom reunion kind of thing.
It's basically, yeah, that's actually what got me onto Facebook in 2008 when like all of a sudden I got friend requests from everybody that I went to high school with.
Yeah. Because I don't get requested on X or even Instagram for what you call family and friends, like high school, elementary school friends. It's all Facebook. But then Facebook's pitfall because of that, all the drama is there. The family drama, the friend drama is where it tends to blow up on that platform. And then it's a
I have this
turn-off.
saying: be nice to everybody and have a plan to block them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a feature on X that I really like, and it's the mute feature because I don't have to block people. I can just mute them, and then like I don't have to hear that stuff. So it's great. But we are here on the YouTube, and after this, by the way, we are redirecting the stream to WDW Pro.
Is it Lauren and Apollo tonight?
No, tonight's Pro. Tonight is
okay.
The 10 p.m. Pro Show, Monday Night Pro Show. However, there's going to be a little bit of a break between this and the Pro Show because I'm not staying on here all the way until 10 o'clock just to let the audience know. And what I do want to do is highlight our guests. So we're going to go around and let everybody have their turn. Let's start with, we'll go counterclockwise, and we'll start with Strings and Pucks. Jeremy, tell the people what they can listen to, where they can find you, and what you're doing.
Absolutely. So on Sundays and Tuesdays, I release a new song that I put together. Yesterday, I did an electric guitar version of Amazing Grace, kind of a blues influenced. Tomorrow morning at 10:30 is the premiere of my version of James Taylor's Fire and Rain. So Sunday and Tuesday, those performances come out. And on Mondays at 12:30 Eastern, I do a live version of that acoustic cafe. Like today, I played through 6 or 7 songs, play and sing and interact. So please come over, like and subscribe. I'm really just focusing on the music performances, and it's been such a blessing to get back into it.
And it's my understanding that you don't do any cats.
No, I am trying to see if I can do an acoustic version of some Les Mis stuff.
Les Mis is fine, just not cats.
No, cats. Cats was awkward to watch as a child.
Mr. Mistopheles.
Yeah, I didn't like seeing men in unitards for some reason.
First time I saw it live was at the Muni, the Municipal Opera House in St. Louis, Missouri, which is an outdoor amphitheater. And it was a great place to watch shows. And it was fun because there it was what it was about, which is vignettes about cat stories. The only thing that really mattered was the music. And it was the 1980s? I think it was 1980s. It was fun. But I still think that my favorite musical of all time is probably Les Mis over Phantom. I still love the There's on at last we see each other plain. Monsieur la Mere, you'll wear a different chain.
Before you chain me like a slave again. Yes, that's good stuff, man.
Yeah, those are good songs.
Oh, great.
Tom, what do you got going on the Tom channel?
Well, this week I might be if there's any more rocket launches, but I'm probably gonna take this week off a little bit, and I got some things to do family wise, so not exactly sure.
Well, there you go. Good. Tom F does live rocket launches.
Rockets, some stuff with dogs. Working on some guitar stuff.
There you go.
You'll all see soon enough.
So check out Tom F on his channel, and Erica from Erica and Raph all over the streams. What you got going on?
I loaded a video Halloween night over here.
Nice.
So, and some the behind the scenes video is coming. But yeah, so you can check out the special effects I did this year, which is a Disappearing, Reappearing Bride, and A Floating Table.
Yes. A few years back, I want to say before I was married to Virginia, I also did a Disappearing Bride. I haven't seen her for, I don't know, 15 years now, so it's good. That's my
Yeah, but I think your magic trick was a little more expensive than Erica's. Probably cost you a couple bucks.
Actually, she I got the child support for that. I kept the kid, so it's
for the win.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like the thing is, yeah. I don't even think she ever paid it in full. Anyway, it is what it is. I am very, very happy with Virginia because she's amazing and awesome, and she puts up with me, and I'm her lifetime charity work. So good for her. Speaking of Halloween, recently I did put our Halloween vlog up on the channel. So that is trick-or-treating both at SeaWorld during their spectacular event, as well as our neighborhood trick-or-treating. Pretty neat houses that we have. One in particular that just does the same thing every year and expands. Actually, a couple of houses that we have that do the same thing, expand on it. There's like 3 just absolutely magnificent houses in our neighborhood for Halloween, and they do an amazing job. And then there's a whole bunch of others that are fun. The only challenge here in our neighborhood is that it's not every house. So like it'll be really amazing house, and then you have to go 5 houses down for the next really amazing house. So trick-or-treating you have to do by car here. It's almost impossible. And so the neighborhood is just loaded with cars that night, and it's you have to be really, really careful because groups of kids getting out of the car, walking around for a little bit, and then back in the car, and then so it's a little tough. But anyway, and then also I just put up the full show of Happily Ever After. So the one really, really good thing that Disney has going right now is the fireworks show Happily Ever After. I love it. Put it up there. Go check it out. And that, as well as a Christmas ambiance, like 3.5 hours of Christmas music with Disney backgrounds from basically the Magic Kingdom when it was good. It was like the last decade. I don't know that there are any really recent pictures. No, there's a couple from 2020, I think, in there, photographs, but mostly it's like the 2010s. It's really Disney did the comeback after the lockdown, and then 2022 when they like opened everything back up, they just like that's when they introduced the 5th key, inclusion, which was really exclusion, which just killed everything, and it's not been the same since. Sadly, I wish it was, but yeah. The song from Enchanted. Enchanted is that the one with the what's her name? The girl that played Lois Lane. Is that the one you're talking about? Are you talking about That's Cyclops? How You Know? No, I'm talking about the song That's How You Know. That's how you know that she loves you, or something like that.
I remember.
Is that the one you're talking about, Sean? Okay. So the funnest part for that, for me personally, is that all takes place in Central Park in New York. And the fountain that they end that scene at, like that scene ends with this big conglomeration of everybody coming in. And it's like big, giant, phenomenal ending. That's how you know. And then it goes pop, right? You're talking about Ever After. Yeah, okay, that song. Yeah, so Ever After, that song, and then That's How You Know. That scene with around that fountain, that particular fountain in Central Park, I have not just been to that fountain, but I've been in that fountain.
Nice.
And what I mean by that, so because I went there, I think the first time I went there was in February of, I want to say it was February 2008. And it was so cold that they had no water in the fountain. It was drained. And since the fountain wasn't running, I stepped into it and like got all the way up to where the statue part of it is and took a picture with it. I wonder if I might be able to find that picture if you give me just a second to look. Now Let me see if I can find it. February. I think it was February 2008. I'm going to type it in and see if I can find it. February 2008. All right, so there's some New York pictures. Flying to New York, blah, 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 blah. Times Square. Oh, I think yep, there it is. I got it. Let's see if I can share it. All right, you ready? Here it is. You're going to love this. There it is. There I am. That fountain from and what's in front of me is supposed to be water. So there I am at the fountain, and there's supposed to be water in front of it. And the other thing about that fountain is there is a bridge right next to it, and it's the top of that bridge. That's where the Avengers were when they sent Loki and Thor back to Asgard in the first movie. So there's a lot of famous things that takes place around that particular setting in New York City. However, that was 2008, and the likelihood of me going back to New York City anytime soon, especially with the new mayor, probably slim and none. I don't have any desire to go to New York City right now. I wish I did, but I'm kind of afraid. That mayor seems to want to let everybody out of jail, and that's like a little frightening. So, but there you have it. Fun things that I've done in my life. The other thing about that trip is that I think that's the trip where I ran into Renee Zellweger by accident.
Did you knock her over?
A lot of people, man.
No, it was just, you don't think about the fact that you're in New York City, right? Like, I've never been there before. Obviously, it is a place where a lot of celebrities are living their lives. And I think it's different from LA. There's not a lot of paparazzi hanging out. I don't think in New York. I think people are just like, they're just moving back and forth. They're moving too fast, big city, millions of people, right? So I'm walking past this. I hear this voice out of my right ear, and I'm like, God, that voice sounds so familiar. I know that person. I like, who is that I know? And I look over and I see her, and I'm like, oh, good. I know her. Why do I know her? She's 6'4", and then she passes me, and I realize, oh, that was Renee Zellweger. That's why I know her. She's a famous person. So yeah, that's how it happened. It's funny. Yeah. So Sean's, you were there in 2012, and actually I was there in 2011. That's where I proposed to my wife. Was New York City, and I would love to go back, but I got to know that city is safe before I
don't miss New York since we moved.
Yeah,
I spent way too much time there as a kid, band scenes, a whole bunch of different stuff.
I'm afraid that more and more New Yorkers are going to pile into Florida and make this place a living hole. So, New Yorkers, if you are fleeing right now, my message to you is Tennessee is a beautiful place and much closer to home. So,
I say, I don't mind you going, just leave your political crap there.
Well, they are. There's just too, but they're driving the prices up down here.
Yeah, it's the housing market. They get down there and they pay cash, and then the bidding wars go on because they're fighting each other over the houses, and then they will ask as much as 20% over asking price, and the market went to hell in Florida. And Texas isn't far behind because Texas is facing a similar situation.
Yeah.
And that's what we're headed for.
They're paying $4,000 for a studio apartment in New York right now. I've seen as low as 600 to 800 square feet.
I knew a person who was paying, this is going back 15, 20 years ago, 400-foot, basically bedroom with a bathroom shoved in the corner of it, basically almost illegal. And that was almost $1,000 a month back then.
Well,
you see those houses.
They have little to no mortgage in Florida, so the market it doesn't really kind of drop. Just as it's kind of cooling down, now you guys are going to get another influx of people, and the same thing's going to repeat itself.
I hope not.
Well, maybe I'll move out of state then.
Yeah.
I'll sell
A
higher.
lot of Floridians are moving to Tennessee, like the natives that were born and raised, the generational Floridians, because it's the out of state, like New Yorkers, because they're basically millionaires moving into Florida. They're paying cash for homes. So they're keeping what the equity that they have. And your average Floridian like us, you know, we're basically paycheck to paycheck. It's hard for us to buy a house in Florida. So a lot of Floridians are actually moving to places like Georgia and Tennessee.
Yeah, the state's definitely changing. It's in flux. But before we go, real quick, I want to say thank you once again to Ken Barnes, $5. Thank you for the super chat. We're going to have one more celebration. I think it's time for a little Culture Bear. Erica's happy because she doesn't have to cook anybody Mexican food. So
Yeah, I cook Cuban food, but my Mexican flair isn't that bad. But I wouldn't say it's authentic either.
Thank you guys for coming in tonight. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Tom. Everybody for being here. Thank you, everybody that is in the chat. William and Linda and Kit Kat and Sean and Cannon and everybody that I saw come in. Share this out with all of your friends, family, and especially share this with your enemies because we know they'll get a kick out of it. And yeah, don't forget to leave the likes and the chats and all that stuff. And check out everything we have at Follow the Bradley's Fun. And I'll see you over at That Park Place and the WDW Pro Show and everywhere else that I am on the interwebs. Until next time, thank you. Have a good night, and we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shop. Ah!